Hey everyone. In this video I want to talk about hope. Hope is one of those interestingly nuanced things in life because it can both propel you forward, but it can also hold you back. You see, hope can move you forward because it's one of those things where it allows you to attach to a future that doesn't exist yet. It allows you to look to that future and believe in the possibility of it happening, which will propel you forward because it'll make you actually take action in the first place. Whereas when people lack hope, when they think that future is impossible to obtain, they won't even bother trying, because why should they? If they don't believe that it's going to be something that could end up happening, they're going to be demotivated. So hope can propel you forward by you believing in the possibility of something occurring. But it can also hold you back because there can be times where your hope is actually ill-founded, where you're hoping for something that may not ever happen. I guess one of the best examples of this is probably in dealing with unrequited love, where you have a lot of feelings for someone who is never going to reciprocate those feelings because they're just not the right person for you, and they may not find you attractive for whatever reason. But if you keep hoping that there's a future with that person, if you keep allowing your feelings for them to continue, it holds you back because it means you're not leaving the door open for someone who may be a better fit for you. Instead, you're going to keep chasing this person who probably wants nothing to do with you. So hope can also hold us back. I love talking about this because I love any aspect in life where it's so nuanced, where it's both good and bad, with the same concept being applied in different situations, having completely different outcomes in terms of its usefulness. Because I often wonder in my own life how much of a role hope plays, because I know I am one of those people who believes in future possibilities that I desire, so much so that I often wonder whether or not those beliefs hold me back, whether or not I'm hoping in something that may not even be possible. But I tend not to care. I tend to pursue something until I have definitive proof that it's not going to work. For instance, in terms of me making these daily videos, I know that what I'm doing is probably a bit counterintuitive to business people, because they probably look at my efforts here and how they've rewarded me, and they would probably say, you know, maybe you shouldn't spend your time making those videos because you're not getting anything from them and you're not really growing your audience all that quickly either, so maybe you're wasting your time. And I've thought about that, but simultaneously I also know that if I keep making these videos, somewhere further down the road I will end up growing my audience by a tremendous amount and hopefully helping a lot of people. And eventually I do plan on finding ways to monetize this so it can be like a business for me, because I would much rather make money helping other people live better lives than helping companies market their products better. Like, that to me, not fulfilling at all, but helping people, that is very fulfilling. So I would much rather make that my career. So there you go. But I do understand. I mean, I've been doing this for over 2 years now, and it's not like I've amassed an amazing audience, and I've seen other people who amass way larger audiences in a much shorter period of time. But I have to rationalize, or not rationalize, I have to remind myself that they probably got incredibly lucky, or they're just doing things in a different way than I am, or they're in a specific niche that attracts more views, things like that. Like, and I know I can work on my product here. Obviously, I could get a higher quality, well, I'm using my phone to film, so I could definitely get like a high quality camera, use a much better mic, and edit the videos, but I don't do that since I do them on a daily basis, so I get that there's a lot of room for improvement. But even knowing that, I still cling to hope. I know that as long as I keep doing this, there will come some point in the future, statistically speaking, where it will pay off. And I know that, and I believe in it so much that I just keep moving forward because of that hope. So there are definitely times where hope, I often wonder whether or not it's a good or a bad thing in my own life. And it even plays out quite often when I meet women that I think are different from the rest, just based off like my initial assumptions about them, the way they act, and I think, hey, you know, she's a bit different than most women that I've met, and then I start clinging to that hope, and then she turns out to not be all that different from most of the women I meet, and then I'm like, oh crap, that sucks. And yeah, so hope is just, it's intriguing. Like I love the aspect of it, of how it can push us forward, because it's the one thing kind of, well, it's not the one thing, but it's one of the main driving forces in my life for me continuing to do what I do on a daily basis. But I do understand how it can hold me back in some ways as well, because I just tend not to believe in something not working until I have definitive proof of that. Even though I understand there are some times where you should probably stop doing something before you have that definitive proof, because if it's not going to work out, you're just wasting your time, right? Like, whether or not you have proof of that doesn't really matter. The more you keep doing it, you're wasting your time. And I get that, but oh well. Hope is just, it's interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. I wanted to talk about hope because I find it an intriguing topic, and also slightly buzzed after coming home from a work function. So there you go, you're getting extra honest me in this video. But anyway, I truly hope you got something of value out of this video, and if you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, the easiest way you can help me out is just throw a like and a comment on the video for the algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!